For this episode of Abandoned Anime, I'm going to be taking a look at a very peculiar case. A show that, despite airing via simulcasting, went on to not only never get a home video release, but was simply removed from legal streaming services, and as of this writing, has not been re-released through any anime streaming platform. Let's take a look at Mitsudomoe. So Mitsudomoe, which translates to Three-Way Struggle, is a fantastic gag comedy series that follows the adventures of the Marui triplets and their brand new teacher, Satoshi Yabe. Satoshi has never taught a class before and is right off of his college graduation. Being a bright-eyed newbie, he very much looked forward to teaching his first class of students. For some ungodly reason, though, his first class happens to be filled with all the troublemakers in the school, Marui sisters included. Each of the sisters have their own super unique personality that follows multiple anime tropes kind of combined into one. There's Mitsuba, the oldest sister, who has sadistic tendencies and wants to be the center of attention all the time. She's like that one egomaniac kid in there, but she tries to take it to a Hime level. It's really hilarious. Then we have Futaba, the middle sister, who excels at martial arts and has ridiculous cartoon strength. She's a super hyperactive character that gets along with just about everybody. Sort of. Unfortunately, what she makes up for in brawn, she kinda lacks in brains. Common sense is not this girl's strong suit, and you'll see why. And last we have Hitoha, who is as cunning as she is horrifying, and that's all I'm really gonna say about that for spoiler's sake. You just have to trust me on this one. There's a lot to truly be said about how these characters begin and how they develop throughout the show. The series takes an element from Western cartoons, as its gags are usually short and sweet as they are in the manga. Each episode gets broken into 3 parts that can go from having some connection to each other to being completely unrelated altogether. It very much has that panty and stocking, Sergeant Frog, Western cartoon feel to it. The jokes, however, are more akin to a show like South Park, often featuring a very crude humor style. There are some adult jokes and very mild innuendo, but the majority of the humor comes from misunderstandings and clever wordplay. Fans of Japanese comedy will find a lot to love here, though some of the humor does get a bit out of hand at times. When the humor crosses that gross or cringe-worthy line though, it does it with such style and grace that there really aren't too many pieces of media out there that could claim to do the same. So now we have to start getting into what actually happened with Mitsudomoe. This thing just straight up disappeared off the face of the internet. At this time, anime is kind of delicate. Other than Toonami, there's not a lot of anime out there. This was that awkward stage where Naruto was a thing, Sword Art Online didn't even exist yet. We're talking 13 years ago. So why have some of us never heard of Mitsudomoe before, if it's as good as I keep saying? At one point in time, Crunchyroll not only held the license, but simulcasted the show. A fantastic show with so many talented seiyuu would have been a no-brainer to stream, and I remember watching this anime around 2015 with some friends at a convention through Crunchyroll officially. It is possible that the license expired and was not renewed, but that would beg the question of why? There are some straight-up awful shows that still stream to this day, so why would Mitsudomoe get overlooked for a renewal? Another possibility is that the license is still held, but not being put to use. My theory is that the show disgusted a lot of people, as a toilet humor children's show might do, and that offended some folk or other, and the show got silently cancelled. I've seen forum posts talking about the same theory, and that really got me thinking. The show never got a home video release in the US. Taiwan got it though. And I'm wondering if that was due to some kind of social backlash, or maybe a move from some uptight suits in charge of what gets to actually stream. Regardless of what is actually going on, it is sad that anime fans have to resort to pirate sites to see this show. It's almost as if the industry is moving in a completely different direction away from where it used to be. We're gonna take a look at what some professional anime critics said about the show upon release. So basically there was not a lot to go on as far as reviews out there. According to reviews from Anime News Network based on the first episode, really? The show hit about a 2 out of 5 star rating, which is pretty bad when you think about it. That's like scoring 40% on a test. That is not a passing grade, my guy. Some quotes from reviewers would call the content revolting, with another viewer saying that the 3 main girls of the series are, and I can't believe I'm saying this, psychotic. You realize that these are cartoon characters, right? Not just that, like this kind of show with the crazy sight gags and just all the children bleeding everywhere, that you mean that's not based in reality? I think psychotic is coming on a bit strong. Some reviewers pushed it into the 3 or even 4.5 out of 5 range, saying that while the content may turn away some viewers, it would be, to quote them, their loss. And I think that's a really great way to put it. Though if people were a little more open-minded and didn't just judge things based on the surface level, there would be a lot more love for so many anime, and I would honestly have no reason to even make this YouTube show. The best review from that Anime News Network group said that the show was cleverly written and wonderfully scored, and I couldn't agree more. Every bit of the OST music in the background really captures each moment perfectly, not to mention the awesome opening, ending, and all the great character songs that came out of this show. Mitsudomoe is definitely a book that got judged by its cover. Each of the characters, while being pretty predictable with their cliche anime tropes, ties in surprisingly well with each other and develop a nice synergy throughout the series without being too predictable. Its supporting cast only grows episode by episode, and you would think that repetitive humor would wear down with the gags, but it was surprisingly just this chill watch that was even more fun going back to rewatch for this video. It's actually a shame that this show got to be so misunderstood. The fact that Western publishing seems to have given up on both streaming and releasing this show for home viewing is actually pretty sad to me. I have my opinions on anime publishing, and I have many more words currently left unsaid, but there will be other videos in the future to worry about that. If you're looking for some slapstick comedy about a poor, unfortunate teacher, a group of wild sisters, and a classroom full of problem children, I think this little comedy gem is for you. It's very much a Japanese cartoon sitcom. It makes me laugh out loud, and for everyone, I encourage a good 3 or 4 episodes watch to see if this one is up your alley. So, unfortunately, I have to say, go find your favorite pirate site and just get going. There is no reason why you should not pirate this show. If you won't let us purchase this item or, view it, we're gonna find a way to view it. That's just all there is to it. I'm probably gonna get a little more controversial when it comes to anime-related topics, and I'm actually really excited for that. It's one of the things that I had in mind when I started this channel, and I'm gonna just mix it in with all the other current content we're making. So if you like what's going on and what I'm doing, stick around, please. And yeah, we got a lot more shows to go, like this one and that one, and it's gonna be good, trust me. So that's it for today's Abandoned Anime. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment. If you're not subbed yet, you could go ahead and click that little button on the screen, show me some love, and go watch some more of my videos. But more importantly, go watch more anime. See you next time.